Alright everyone, here we go with the Q1 first quarter of 2023 reading. I've been waiting to do this. 2023 is a huge year of change and transformation for everyone. Now, that change is dependent upon how much you take advantage of the energies around us right now. What we talked about in the 12-12 reading, what we talked about all through November's readings. All of that, everything that led up to the 12-12 reading. Since about I don't know, the 10-10 portal or so. Since Pluto went direct a little before that, back in October. But it really, even if you don't take advantage of any of that, it's still a year of massive change, drastic changes. It's a big year. It's a year I could classify as magic. It's a year I've called restoration. And I wrote a whole article on that in my blog. You can find it. A lot of people have. It's got like 30,000 views or something at this point. But this reading here, just like all the Q readings I do, as I call them around here, is one row for January, one row for February, and one row for March. And we clarify everything. I do have a pre-shuffle where I ask the universe to sum it all up. And everything I've just said shows up in this pre-shuffle. Now, I have to say, this is an all signs reading. It doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. It's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you were definitely here for a reason. And proof of that is people are finding Steve's Love Tarot a lot slower than they did in the beginning. Our growth has slowed quite a bit. And that's because this is a very real, specific channel, right? It attracts my soul tribe. It attracts people that need my help, that need what I have to say. And the ones that don't bounce real quick. You know, they don't stick around. I'm not for everybody. You know, I swear a lot and shit. You know, like that. You know, and I talk about all kinds of things. And some people, if they're prudes or whatever, they won't like this channel, and that's fine. Like energy attracts like energy. I only want like energy here. All right? That saves me a whole lot of trouble and a whole lot of hassle. I'm going to tell you right now. Let's do it. Let's talk about this pre-shuffle. What did I just get done saying about 2023? Right? It's a year of change. But it's also a year where the readings might change a bit as I pull on the soulmate cycle, because new soulmates are coming in. There's a gaping hole in the wall. Imagine the soulmate cycle is a circle and it had a big wall around it, right? Some sort of explosive happened, and it's happened recently. You know, who knows which specific energy it was, but it blew a hole in the wall, and now other soulmates can get in. For a while in this cycle, they've been blocked by the power, the sheer power of your connection with the runner. But now, a lot of you are going to be getting banged this year for sure, no doubt. This is a year, according to the pre-shuffle, I sum it all up, surface energy. 9 of Pentacles, liberation, crossed by the Page of Wands. Starting anew, it's my little explorer page, right? Excited about what's around the next corner. Excited about their life, like a child on an exploration mission. Excited about what's around the next corner, and if it's bad, you deal with it and you get excited about what's around the next corner. It's a good way to go through life. But this is liberation. It's where our energy starts, and it's because of this energy here. Okay, so what else is it? Well, 8 cups, walking away from anything that's 8 broken cups toward 9 cups. All right, and that's crossed by 7 of Swords. Okay, all that deception, walking away from bullshit, from people that will run from you. Now, I'm not going to keep giving you love and all that. Again, it's a complete change. This right here shows a new outlook on life. And the Page of Wands talks about that. But the fact that the 9 of Pentacles is here is impressive. It shows that you're at a high vibration level. Some of you may start doing better financially too. I can tell you that. Underneath that is the Lovers. There's those soulmates I talked about that can now sneak through the wall. Through a hole in the wall. It's a lot of them. There's more than 2 geese in the air. More than 2 love geese. It's a flock of love geese flying in a triangle pattern right overhead. It's because I know that because it's crossed by the Wheel of Fortune, right? And that Wheel of Fortune is bookending the 9 of Pentacles in my pre-shuffle for the first quarter of 2023, which starts now. If you paid attention on my 12-12 reading, which today is 12-12, I'm pulling this, that's really where the activation of the energetic new year happens. The energetic new year is 11-11. It gets activated with the 12-12 portal. That's why you make your resolutions now and start them now. Pretend this, forget about our calendar. Pretend this is January 1st, today, right now on 12/12. Do that every year, you'll be fine. You'll be much fine. You won't be picked on by comedians and late night TV saying how short people's resolutions last. Yeah, because they make them at the wrong time. That's why. January 1st, too late. Anyway, we got soulmates coming in, flocks of them. This Wheel of Fortune bookends this Nine of Pentacles, so it's everything, right? It's love. It's money may increase for you. Underneath this, just for fun, let's take a look. It's Judgment. You know, it's some powerful cards here on the back of this pre-shuffle. Judgment, that's a phoenix rising from the ashes energy. And you may this year have a lot of people from the past returning. Not just the runner, other people from the past. But that people from the past, it doesn't necessarily mean your past in this life. It also backs up my read on the Lovers card about other soulmates coming in. That's a whole flock of geese there, okay? Because people from the past can be past lives. All right, so let's do it. Let's give the deck a shuffle. We start with January, which basically begins now. Okay, again, our calendar, the Gregorian calendar that we all hang on our wall, is pretty much just us talking, you know, tracking when grandma's birthday is and shit like that. It's tracking the Earth's movement around the sun. We divide it up in days, weeks, and months. All right. Anyway, and that's what we're doing here. I mean, I've explained to the universe what I want in a way that I know it'll get it, which is math. Basically, you know, I explained it to the universe in Earth placement around the sun, not dates on a piece of paper. So here we go with January. All right, let's do it. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me January 2023. Give me the soulmate cycle. January 2023, universe. Let's go. We're going to shuffle for each one. We're going to clarify with the witches, just because I feel like it. I love the witches, you know. All right, here we go. But the witches work well with the animal deck, which is what our base energy is here. All right, let's do it. January 2023. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay. Okay. Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. I'll show you the bottom card. Yeah, it's on. It's the Wheel of Fortune. I suspect our base card is from the pre-shuffle. That wouldn't surprise me. It's the Lovers. Yeah. The floodgates are open on those soulmates. The floodgates are open. Those of you waiting for that brown dwarf we talk about sometimes, that elusive soulmate that's as powerful as your runner, that, you know, we call the brown dwarf because, you know, you can't really see it. It's hard and it's way out there. It's a type of star. That's in here, but it's more than that. It's a flock of fucking geese. Okay? It's a flock. And the Wheel of Fortune here, it's turning. Everything changes this year. It's a huge year of change. The Wheel of Fortune's come up twice now. Lovers too. All right, let's clarify. All right, let's do it. Tell me about the Lovers here for January 2023. That's nice. It's crossed by the Wheel of Fortune. My God. You know what? I'm going to take that out. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to use the deck, but I'm going to take that out. The Wheel of Fortune. There it is. The Lovers crossed by the Wheel of Fortune. That is January. Yeah, the floodgates are open on new soulmates. Pretty much, if somebody, you're going to meet a lot of new people this year. There's going to be a lot of changes. Some of you are going to move. Some of you are going to change jobs. Some of you are going to get a raise. Some of you are going to, it's one of those years where you're just going to meet somebody out of nowhere. I suspect it's a lot out of the blue. I think this energy might surprise you. But this is what January looks like. It's shoring up that opening in the soulmate cycle wall, letting a lot of geese come in, if you will. Tell me about the Lovers card for January 2023, universe. Let's go. Boy, you really want me to shuffle, don't you? What the hell? Okay. Well, you want an accurate reading. You don't want me to stop shuffling until my intuition says stop shuffling. So, you know, whatever. Till I just stop. I get to a point for me where I can't shuffle anymore. Can't do it. It's a bit like it's a bit like a test for being hypnotized. The way they test to see if you can get hypnotized or not is they relax you, and then they put you in a position where they tell you to close your eyes and then see if you can open them. And your eyes should feel so heavy that you can't open them. You literally cannot open the lids, even as hard as you try. That's a test for somebody that can be hypnotized, if you will. So I get like that with the cards. I can't shuffle anymore. It's like I'm paralyzed. All right, so let's see here, right on top, and that's where we're at. What's on top of the Lovers? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Again, I talked about it earlier at the beginning of this video. A lot of this change energy here for 2023 is dependent on how much work you put in on yourself. Okay? How much work you're doing, your outlook on life, whatever it is, but how much work, how much you're understanding the energies and what they've been trying to teach you in this soulmate cycle. Man, really for the DF, which is most of my viewers, it's about self-worth. You know, if you value yourself, you won't let shit anywhere near you. Shit people won't get close. And they won't bother, a lot of them. A lot of them won't even try, you know. So if you get if you're one of those people watching that's like, all men suck, or all women suck, I only seem to attract these assholes, that's on you. It's not on them. That's the energy. Like energy attracts like energy. Everything is energy. So like energy attracts like energy. If you're attracting assholes, you need to look at yourself and figure out why you're doing that, you know, and go on. And most of you have done that. Most of you realize that you're picking the wrong people for the wrong reasons. That the DMs on the other side, your runners, still are just figuring out that they're, you know, and that's why they're in such turmoil, towers in the soul and things like that. What's our center card? It's red with the Wheel of Fortune. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there is. Well, okay, I'm going to tell you this. I've told you this before. I get this energy first. It's an energy of generosity, okay? But it's an energy of gratitude, okay? Another G word. It's an energy of gratitude coming off of this. It's important. One of the key things if you're going to grow, this Eight of Pentacles is the apprentice working hard to get to that Nine of Pentacles, which we saw in the pre-shuffle, right? If you're going to get there, it's not just about learning the lessons. It's about having gratitude for what you learned. Gratitude is an energy that's rewarded very quickly by the universe. All right, it's a powerful energy. You know, be grateful for it. You know, it's sort of like, you know, not to get all religious on you. But it's sort of like saying grace, right? You say thanks for the dinner and that kind of thing. That energy is rewarded. That's real. You do that, it is a powerful energy. It's assuming you believe it. You're not just mumbling the words, right? Anyway, a lot of changes happening here. For some of you, a lot of these changes revolve around your finances. I will tell you that. This isn't Steve's career tarot. It's Steve's love tarot, but it is an energy that's there. But you're going to attract a lot of soulmates, a lot of new soulmates, a lot of people that will meet you on your level, equal give and take. But you need to be on that level first, so make sure you're there. All right, otherwise you're just limiting yourself. All right, think of it this way. Think of it as eight of Pentacles is a lower level than Nine of Pentacles. If you're just at the Eight of Pentacles level, you will attract people on that level, which is fine. That may be good enough for you, but why not go for the top? You know, why not? Get yourself to the Nine Pentacles level. What's red with the Eight of Pentacles? Look at that. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah. Again, everything I just said just got backed up. Everything I just said got backed up. And I'm going to show you something. Crossing this Six of Pentacles, at the bottom is a Three of Pentacles. That's solid new beginnings. It really is. Really good quality people and situations coming your way because of the work you've put in is really what it's saying. This is how you are reflecting, assuming you've put in the work. This is how you're reflecting. The Queen of Pentacles, one of the finest energies of the Empress. She's all four queens. It is the person who has everything they need. She's not waiting on anyone. She knows her worth. She's got everything she needs. A lot of contentment around this. It's a year where a lot of you have been through a lot of years of turmoil. You're going to be a little bit more content in 2023. January is the beginning of it all. And January picks up from right now, 12/12, like I said. So this is nice. You want to know what to expect in the first month or so, January? You got the Lovers crossed by the Wheel of Fortune. Believe me, there's a big hole in the wall of the soulmate cycle right now. Soulmates can come flying in. People you meet, you'll meet them. You'll meet them at work. You'll meet them out on the street. You'll meet them everywhere. You'll meet them at parties, whatever it is. There's a lot of energy here with the Wheel of Fortune crossing a flock of geese. Let's talk about February. Let's go. Let me shuffle the deck. Give me February. Give me the soulmate cycle for February 2023, universe. Let's see where we go. Most of the energies, and I've been saying that since, well, I've been saying this since November or so, these energies carry over for right up through March. So a lot of the readings I've been pulling, you know, a lot of the energies that I've been pulling on carry us right through Q1 here of 2023. So there's still a lot of energies in play. There's still a lot of hope for hearing from that runner. All the communication, the Eight of Wands that keeps showing up in our readings, showed up all over the 12-12 reading. All of that. All that energy is, there's no time in the, I'm not a time lord, there's no time in the energy. But within the energy is that communication. And that all carries right up through March. Dare I say May, because of Jupiter being in Aries until then. So anyway, let's see where we go. Give me the soulmate cycle for the month of February 2023, universe. This ought to be good. Okay. Bottom card. I showed it to you already from another deck. It was crossing your Six of Pentacles. The bottom card, in the position of this Wheel of Fortune, you know, crossing the base energy, is the Three of Pentacles. Again, this is all just more solid than it has been. There's no wishy-washy. There's no bullshit here. What's going on in February? What's the base energy? Jesus Christ, all that shuffling. You heard me shuffle it. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Fuck. Judgment. Look, another card from the pre-shuffle. How the fuck is that still coming up? It's unreal. It's crossed by Three Pentacles here. And by the way, Judgment, somebody coming back from the past, lots of somebodies. I think it's lots of somebodies. But if, again, I've got a lot of you together with a Divine Masculine, because underneath that Three of Pentacles is the Emperor. And this is a balanced motherfucking energy. This is a solid Emperor. Wow. Okay, so again, Phoenix rising from the ashes sort of energy here around Judgment, but also it talks about this flock of geese as well. Okay, again, people from the past doesn't mean necessarily, it can mean this lifetime, but it can mean other lifetimes too. It's talking about a lot of soulmates and good ones. Not shit that's going to run from you. I don't get any running here at all. I get runners coming towards you. All the energy seems to be flowing in, and it's a, you know, it's no coincidence that I'm pulling this on 12-12. Okay, I want to take advantage of this dynamite blast of energy, which is, you know, what I talked about in yesterday's 12-12 reading. I'm doing this on purpose on 12-12. This is massive. This is awesome. I love this. So tell me about Judgment in February. We've got solid Phoenix rising from the ashes energy, building on solid foundations. Your life already changing, moving in. You'll be able to see it by February that things are moving in the right direction, in a better direction. Can I say that? A more stable direction. Let's go. People that don't run from you, that soulmates coming in that don't run from you. They actually want to work with you. That's what the Three of Pentacles means. It's a card of partnership. You may make friends with some of them. You may make love with some of them. I mean, it'll be all kinds of things going on. All kinds of things. And as I fucking say that, I bend a card. I got cards flying out of the deck. Look, I got cards flying out of the deck. And no, they're not reversed because my deck is what it is. So on top of that, I've got a Knight of Pentacles. My center card is the Four of Wands. And I got the Hermit. All of those tried to fly out of the deck so that I didn't go past this Fool, which is crossing the Four of Wands, which is red with this Three of Pentacles. These energies coming towards you from the past, quote unquote, either this lifetime or another one, and opportunities coming towards you. Things that you lost out on, return on them under a more solid energy. These things are on a new level. This is the Fool. Judgment is the gatekeeper to the world. It implies that the world is here if I see the Fool. We don't have to see the world. I've got the Fool crossing a Four of Wands. This is, some of you may start whole new relationships. February is, I mean, all this influx, right, coming in, and you're putting out this energy, you're attracting some quality shit. I'm talking some quality shit. And that's going to make your runners in the, you know, your original runners that you're watching readings on in the soulmate cycle very nervous. So I've just got a slew of things coming towards you. A slew of people, a slew of opportunities, a slew of situations. I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot of energy here. Now, what's interesting is the Knight of Pentacles on top of this. Well, all this is saying this is a reliable energy. All this is saying is you can count on this. It's like the universe is saying, oh, in case there's someone doubting this reading, oh, it's, you know, all this change in 2023 and all that. No, it's real. It's taken a while to show up. Why? Well, in the same position over here as the Eight of Pentacles, you had to put in the work. Like energy attracts like energy. A lot of you DFs had a lot to learn. Okay? Otherwise, you were just going to keep attracting the same people and the same situations, which are just going to work out the same. Lessons we don't learn are doomed to repeat. You've grown your energy. I know that because the Hermit is here. You've put in the work. This is read with this, and it backs up what I said about these two being in the same position here in the reading. These people that give, these people that meet you on your level, it could turn into a marriage for some of you. Down the road, it can. With the Four of Wands here, these two are in the same position. This here, this is some spiritual shit. This is your Queen of Pentacles energy is because your soul is awake and you're listening to, you're following it. Like he follows that lantern there. By the way, he's on the edge of a cliff, just like the Fool on these two cards. If you see that, the Hermit is on the edge of a cliff and so is the Fool. And it's because of that, I definitely know you're on a new level here. And with the Fool crossing the Four of Wands. So this is fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome. And I'm glad there's a hole in the wall of the soulmate cycle now. I've been wanting a lot of you to meet somebody new. And not just because I want you to get banged by someone other than me, but also because I really want to rattle these runners. I'm here studying the soulmate cycle, okay? I need these runners rattled. Otherwise, the readings are going to get mundane. And let me tell you something. There's going to be nothing mundane about the readings in 2023. These runners, your original runner, are going to pick up on all this energy, all this growth within you. It's going to make them real nervous. They're not showing up here. They're showing up in the mix of all of this. Okay? A lot of this is talking about just, again, a flock of geese coming your way. Let's pull on March. Let's do it. Talk about March. March, March, March. Let's go. Give me the soulmate cycle. March 2023, universe. Take it home. Take it home for me. Watch, here's where we get like devils and death cards and shit right now. No. I'm not going to say that. I don't really feel that energy here, to be honest with you, but who knows? All right, let's go. Give me March 2023. All right. Okay. All right. Well, we're close. It's not really. It's the King of Wands. All right? That's the affecting energy, you know, these crossing cards here. What's the base energy of the King of Wands? Yeah, the Four of Swords. It's what I just talked about. By the time March comes around, I'll take this card off here. And I know this King of Wands ties to this reliable energy because underneath it is a Knight of Pentacles, and that's a Knight of Pentacles. So, what's happening here in March is what I just got done saying. These your original runners in this cycle, your DMs, if you will, are getting rattled by all this coming your way. Some of them might see you with new people. Some of them, at the very least, they're going to feel your growth. And this is not just your usual growth. This is fast. This is Michael Knight hitting the turbo boost button on his little kit car on Knight Rider, right? That's what this is. This is rapid growth, all right? It's just out of nowhere, there's a hole in the wall of the soulmate cycle and a flock of geese is now getting in. It's rattling one who was the Burger King. Also, this is saying right here, it's sort of a stop energy. These King of Wands can't get in. They can't get close to you under this energy. All right, it stops them in the tracks. It's a bit of a, well, I had the Knight of Pentacles underneath here, which has a deer on it. It's a bit of my deer in the headlights energy for the Burger King. And again, it is because of what's happening in January and February. You get a deer in the headlights. Now, I'm not saying they're not coming in until March. Don't misunderstand me. They're in the mix here, okay? But this is someone who's very much in their ego that thinks that a lot of these runners in your soulmate cycle here, thought that you'd always be around. That's a that's a very strong message in the energy. They always figured you'd always be around. You know, I can always go back to that. But, you know, and so they always figured when they showed up, they'd be number one, right? You know, with the ego and the pride, the Burger King, got to have it their way, entitlement, some of them are entitled fuckwits, you know, like that. But they're not number one. In fact, they've got to earn a spot next to you with all of this, because you've got things coming towards you that are improving your life, that are giving to you. You got Four of Wands potential here with new things from the past, new soulmates, and soulmates from this lifetime showing up that aren't running from you. You're building solid relationships, business and professional. All right, business and personal. Business and professional. It's the same fucking thing, asshole. Business and personal. All right. So here's your. I just got done talking. Here's your rattled runner. Let's go. Let's pull on the Four of Swords. You're putting a stop to that. That energy, this King of Wands energy can't get through. This Four of Swords, nope. It's like you got a sign outside that says no King of Wands, you know, or out for lunch, be back later, kind of a thing. Why is the Four of Swords here? Tell me about the Four of Swords. It's a lot of healing, okay? On another, energy is always in layers. On another layer of energy, with all this that's happened here, January and February, you're healing, or healed, it almost feels past tense, from this energy. This energy, and why do I keep singling this out? Because when I pull on the soulmate cycle, this is the most, or the out of balance emperor, but mostly it's the King and Queen of Wands are the most common cards that come out in this soulmate cycle. I mean, I dare I say these runners are assholes. That's why the King and Queen of Wands are assholes. They're phony. They're pretense. They say one thing, feel another thing. They're all image focused and ego and entitled. Think you'll always be around, all that stuff. And it hurt you. That's why it's good, though. It made you look at it. You figured out why it hurt you. You've grown. That said, you're healed from this energy by March. All right? None of this. You won't put up with this anymore. It's not going to happen. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Let's shuffle the witches and see where we go here. It's a lot of energy here on the table. It's not surprising pulling this on 12-12, but you know, this is exactly what I've been talking about, and it's coming out in the reading. I've been talking about the first part of 2023 since early November, and this is exactly what's happening. It even showed up in the pre-shuffle on the surface energy. So, you know, it's a big deal. It's a big year of change. It really is. All right, let's see. And change. As I say the word change, I see this guy with coins falling out of his hand. It's a big year. It's a big year. Some of you may move this year. Hell, I may move this year. I'm getting tired of this damn neighborhood and these neighbors I have around me. I don't like being around this kind of energy. I live in a neighborhood. I mean, some of the people are good, but I live in a neighborhood full of entitled fuckwits. They're everywhere. Every fucking where. All over the place. I told you stories sometimes. It's just awful. You know. Let's see where we go here. All right. Four of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see what card will be crossing the center card. What's on top? Knight of Cups. Look at that. What did I just say? Rewind. I said you're healed from this. Okay? This can't get in anymore. This King of Wands crap. Because of all this. Because of the work you put in. Because of what came before all of this. Knight of Cups on top of it. You're not interested in this. The Four of Swords is the base energy. This is crossing it. This is trying to get through. You're like, nope. I only let this in. All right? This is nice. The Knight of Cups. What's the center card? 10 Swords. I love it. Look at this. I'm going to show you what's crossing this in advance. Based on everything I've said here about March. 10 Swords is red with this. That already backs up what I've told you. The 10 Swords, the center card here is red with the crossing card here. This can't get through. You're healed from it. You've now seen the light. You've seen what can be better. You've got new relationships forming by February with people that aren't running from you. They're solid. You got soulmates coming in that have Four of Wands fucking potential. This, 10 swords in this, cannot get through. It's exactly what I already told you. And you want proof? Fine. It's crossed by the 8 of Cups. You just moving on. Keep on walking, DF. You, yeah, that's you. Keep on walking towards your 9 cups. 8 broken cups? No fucking way. King of Wands? No fucking way. Stopping it right there. You're already healed from it. This energy, the growth that you've had, I already know in advance. It's like a movie I've seen before. That you, sitting here at the 8 of Pentacles, and what I talked about that, get to the 9 of Pentacles that was in the pre-shuffle. I already know because it was in the pre-shuffle. That's the surface energy. It's sort of the universe giving it away. You know, giving away the ending. Well, which is something I always thought would be fun to do in a movie theater. It's just give away the ending. If somebody's being an asshole in front of you and you've seen the movie, tell them what. Just accidentally blurt out the ending. It's a great thing to do. Right here. What's red with the Knight of Cups? More proof. Look at. Come on. I have no idea of knowing what the next card is. I said we weren't going to see a devil. I'm not making shit up. Steve Love Tarot's the real deal. This is justice. I got justice and judgment in the same reading. And you get justice because of all. Justice is the last card out in our reading. Because of all this. It backs up what I said. Because of all this, this King of Wands gets 10 swords in the back. Because you're healed from that. You're better than that now. Only the Knight of Cups gets in. And it looks like with justice here, the Knight of Cups is coming in a lot. Okay? So by March, what the universe is saying is the rate of this right here, these returning things, these geese coming in and all of that, the rate of it actually picks up speed. It actually, the more and more of these Knight of Cups come in. So these Knight of Cups type energies. And those can be business opportunities or personal opportunities, but I got a lot of soulmate energy here. Okay, there's a lot of people watching, so I can't pinpoint. But I get a lot of soulmate energy here. At the end of the day, I just pulled a reading for you for the first quarter of 2023 that ends in justice. It's your reading. It's justice for you. That is something to take to heart. That is something that might inspire you to get from this 8 of Pentacles all the way to that 9 of Pentacles, so you're attracting even better energies to you. Either way, you can't lose. You're attracting people that want to work with you. I see it here, and I see it here. I've got a flock of love geese, which is completely different from what it is. It's changing your fortunes, not reversing them, changing them. This is huge. I've got a row in January that ends with this energy, you being in this energy, the Queen of Pentacles, which is beautiful. One of the best aspects of the Empress. Got everything she needs. It's contentment. It's just an energy. It just feels warm. It's nice. I've got a February that ends with the Hermit of you following that fucking light. You finally getting it. That you only want people that want to work with you. If they don't, get rid of them quick. And by the time we get to March, you've definitely learned that. You're putting 10 swords and cobras faster than I can even keep up with the energy here. Right? And you're walking toward your 9 cups. Always. You know, if it ain't 9 cups, it sucks. It's kind of rhymed, didn't it? A little bit. All right. But yeah, you get justice because you're only accepting the real deal. And that's, you know, that's kind of what it's all about. It's kind of the secret to things. You know, just don't let bad energies, negative energies, shit energies around you too long. Some of you in this soulmate cycle worried about and stayed in 8 swords and left this energy around you too long. You can get rid of it anytime you want. In fact, you can just tell the universe with feeling, I don't want this fucking energy around me anymore. Just say it just like that, with feeling, like a singer singing from the soul. Sing it out to the universe. It'll be gone. You'll bump up in vibration real quick. Your frequency will shoot up. You'll instantly start attracting better people. All right? It's just a fact. It's just the way it works. It's the way energy works. Take it for what it's worth. Now, I'm going to grab the Light Seer deck, and I'm going to pull 1 card and a crossing card. See what else the universe wants to tell you. This is fucking incredible. And it backs up everything I've been saying. The whole reading backs itself up too. Including my read on this. I love that the 10 of Swords is here. Crossed by 8 cups. I love it. I love it. No, I'm not interested in you. Your 8 broken cups. I only want this one. He got a real cup. And it's not broken. Justice. You end with justice. That's balanced energy. This is balanced energy. I want to show you something. Because the positions of the cards matter. Balanced energy, balanced energy, balanced energy. Every single column here ends with balanced energy. In the middle column, I've got giving, things that give to you coming in. I've got 4 of Wands potential, and I've got 10 swords in anything that isn't, because you're walking away from 8 broken cups. And up here, I've got a reliable energy, I've got a reliable energy, and I've got a reliable energy, all sitting on top of the base energies. Which, the whole reading just cross-checks itself. So let's do one card and a crossing card. I for one, am looking forward to 2023. I thought 2022 sucked ass. I had a rough year. I had a very, very, very rough year. I had to make a lot of changes in my health and eating and things like that. It's been tough. It's not been fun, you know. 2023 brings back the fun. It brings back as the pre-shuffle showed us, the Page of Wands, that little adventurer, right? It brings back that. It is a year of restoration. Read my blog article about 2023. It's called The Year of Restoration or something. You can search for it or find it. It's not that far back. I wrote it back in September. It's important that you understand my prediction for the year, my prediction of restoration. This looked like restoration to me, especially ending injustice. Yeah, I'm usually, if not always, spot on with my yearly predictions. Let's see. For years, my friends and family were the only ones who got them, but since I got the YouTube channel and the blog now, I figure you guys can have them too. You know, of course. Let's see where we go. I got friends that call me. I usually don't make the prediction for the new year, you know, the title, the movie title for the new year, which this coming year is Restoration, until about September or late August. I got friends that call me as early as June. See, you have it yet? No, don't have it yet. Sorry. You know, when you'll be the first to know. I got an email blast that goes out. Otherwise, they just keep fucking calling. It's annoying. Give me one card and a bottom card here. What do you want to tell everybody before we go, universe? What do you want to tell everybody? Okay. Okay, calm down. Tell the universe to calm down today. It's 12-12 energy, so that's a lot. 4 of Swords crossed by the Death card. That is the most amount of healing I could pull from the deck. I honestly can't imagine an energy of healing stronger. An energy of restoration. Whoa, really? This is death rebirth. This is kind of a phoenix rising from the ashes energy. Kind of like what I said about the energy of the Judgment card there. Restoration. What do we call REM sleep? Deep sleep. That if you watch the TV commercials where they have those pills to knock you out, talk to your doctor about blah, 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 blah if you're having trouble sleeping. They always talk about restorative sleep. That's this energy. This is an energy of restoration. It is an energy of healing. Pay attention to what I said in March. Pay attention to what I said in all of it. But by the time we get to March, you'll really start, the momentum really starts to fly here. You'll really start to feel things on a different level. This is nice. A lot of healing. And also, there's a message here. Let me verify it. Yeah. The 5 of Pentacles. Underneath this Death card. Again, this is a card of transformation, so it transforms this. But I'm just going to tell you, because there's an energy here in a layer, try not to think about anything I've told you. Take it in, feel it, process it, and just allow it to happen. Okay? That's what the universe is saying. Okay? Allow it with the 4 of Swords here in part. Allow this to happen. Otherwise, you might leave yourself in the cold on it. It's a bit like they talked about in Back to the Future about, you know, Doc Brown freaking out because one shouldn't know too much about their own future. Marty. Right? Like that. Yeah, because you'll fuck it up. That's why. And I've given you countless examples of that in the past. Just allow this energy to flow. Just allow things to happen. And because of your higher vibration, these types of things will just flow. If you think about it too much, if you're like, oh, is it happening yet? Is it happening here? Is it happening there? You're going to miss some things. You're going to be paying attention to your own inner worry and anxiety, and not allowing, and you're going to miss things as they go by. Okay? It's a bit of that principle in philosophy of sometimes that talks about over planners. People that overplan, they spend all their time planning and planning and planning, and by the time they finish planning, the moment has passed, right? It's like that kind of thing. So be careful about that. That's all. Just let this energy flow. This is a massive energy of healing here. It's restorative. It restores you back to your rightful throne, which is what the restoration period is in our history, if you will. That's your reading. That's Q1 of 2023. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be very interesting, and believe me, the readings will not be boring. Not by any means. I'm sure of it, especially with this flock of geese here. I'm going to have my hands full. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I help one person today with this reading, or any reading I do, I've done my job, karmically speaking. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.